What up, y'all? So let me tell you my online horror story, and this is the story of my first Etsy sale for one of my products, my hair sponge. So, so I get an order on Etsy, and I'm like, okay, cool. I made a sale on Etsy, great, right? I usually use fulfillment or I print a label, but like I'm not entirely. I know Etsy now has like you can like print a label automatically, but I basically opted to manually send the package. It's like a $6 item. I'm like, okay, whatever, right? Take some time out of my day to send this thing. Okay. So I get the order. I'm like, great, great. I have the order ready. The next day, I think like 11 hours later, he messages me and he's like, "Oh, I sent you the wrong address. Can you please update to this address?" Right? Completely different state, completely different everything. Like literally not even close to the previous address. I'm like, okay, cool. The second address he gives me, I'm looking at it like, okay, this address looks a little weird, but I'll put it in exactly like how you wrote it, right? So I put it. I go to Office Depot. I keep in mind I drive like 6 minutes to Office Depot. I freaking stand in line for like 5 minutes. I type in the address for like 2.5, 3 minutes, and then I pay for the shipping myself, and then I leave. So like that's already like almost like 30 minutes spent, right? Okay, I'm like cool. Send him the tracking ID. All right, cool. Dude messages me freaking 4 days later. I look at my phone and I just like cringe like as soon as I see my phone that I get a message from this guy. I'm like, oh gosh, what does this guy want now? Keep in mind, I already think this guy's a complete idiot. Like, like already ahead of time. I'm just like, oh gosh, here we go. I swear, the thing with bad customers is, and any entrepreneur can attest to this, you can almost tell when something bad is gonna happen before it even happens. Like you just know it's coming. Like I swear. So like I'm like, oh gosh, okay. I open this up, and he's like, oh, apparently it was sent to the wrong address, and it's getting sent back to your address. Can you please send it to this address? So he sends me like the third address he sends is like a slightly better structured version of the second address. Still not 100% great. But I'm like, okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'll send it tomorrow. Good customer service, right? In my head, I'm just like, this guy's a complete freaking idiot, man. Like, it was literally just replaying in my mind, like, the whole morning. I'm like, I can't believe I'm freaking sending this a third. He sent me three ad. Like, how do you not know where you live? Um, so okay, this is the third time. I'm like, all right. I go to Office Depot again, drive another 6 minutes, right? I'm like, all right, here we go. Go in. The guy at the desk, I'm like, okay, trying to ship this to USPS. He's like, through USPS. He's like, oh, that guy's not in today. Sorry. I was like, okay, great. Fantastic. So I GPS and I go to another USPS, right? Which is like 6 minutes away again. I look at the USPS I'm going to. It literally has like 3.5 stars. I think maybe 3.3 or 3.1 stars, maybe even. So I'm already looking at this and I'm just like, oh great, here we go. So I go in. Um, there's one person at the register and three people already in there. I end up waiting in line for probably like 25 to 30 minutes. Like I'm not even kidding. Like the first lady took forever. She was doing who knows what. That took like 15 minutes almost. Maybe like 10 minutes. Then the lady leaves, goes in the back, and is gone for like 5-10 minutes, and then comes back, and I'm just like, okay. And then I go, and honestly, she was really nice. I was prepared to give this place 1 star review just to like, just to compile, just because I was irritated as heck at the time. And but she was like super nice, so I just let it go. I was like, all right. So and then I send the guy the tracking number again for the second time, and then I'm like, thank you for your order. So like I had good customer service, but like basically the moral of the story is, guys, and keep in mind, I can't remember if I mentioned this. Keep in mind this is a $6 order. Like this sponge costs $5.99, and the shipping is like $4. So like yeah, keep that in mind. So guys, moral of the story is like, oh my gosh, get Amazon, get fulfillment. It's just not worth like the stress and like annoyances from people. Like you would think online orders would be smooth, but like sometimes people just don't even know where they live. So that's the story of the day, y'all. Peace out.